Hey, anybody want to hear from Eric the Midget? He claims he was invited to a Diana DeGarmo charity event.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Eric. Eric.
Hello.
Hi. So is that for real?
Yeah.
Now, how did that happen?
Well, while I was on my trip back in that area, 2 days into the trip, I get a text message on my phone from Susan saying that Diana's mom, Brenda, emailed her saying that I was invited to a charity event that Diana was going to be at on September the 27th. Only thing is that fell on the very same night that I was at my cousin's wedding, about a 6-hour car ride away from the charity event.
So you never went?
No, I had to decline.
Wow, can you imagine? Eric the Midget has nothing to do for years.
And everything comes on the same day.
And he finally gets invited to actually be in the same room with Diana DeGarmo. And then somebody has a wedding on the same night. I mean, he sits at home all the time.
Your luck is really bad, Eric.
You got shitty luck, Eric. You really do.
Don't play the lottery.
Not worse than the Yankees.
Yeah, I got to talk about the Yankees.
I know. Artie must be in mourning today.
How are you, man? Did you watch the whole game?
Of course. I watched the whole fucking game.
Hey, Artie, which of the two New York managers will be on the unemployment line first?
I don't know. Are you going to the A's game this afternoon?
Oh, that's right.
Eric, you going to be at the A's game? You little prick.
I didn't have any hope that they would actually make it this year. They made two mistakes at the end of last season. One, firing Maka, and two, getting rid of Frank Thomas.
How do you know so much shit about it?
Well, meanwhile, Gary's got a whole bunch of stats to rub in your face.
But I got the best stat of all.
But how does a Met fan, I mean, the Yankees got
They play 4 more days.
That's what all the Met fans are saying. They go, big deal, 4 more days.
Here's the thing.
One team made the playoffs. One team made the playoffs, the other team didn't.
Right, and now they're both playing golf. How much money do you think, since the Yankees won their last World Series in 2000, how much money do you think George Steinbrenner has spent trying to win another World Series?
How much?
$1.1 billion.
Wow.
That's
What's
a lot of money.
payroll?
I don't know. I'll tell you, the Mets haven't spent that much.
It's a lot of money, though.
I mean,
And
seriously,
they still
Artie,
haven't won.
do you think that paying Roger Clemens $22 million was worth it this year?
That definitely
with
wasn't
an ERA in the playoffs. What is his ERA here?
Look at Gary whipping out stats.
Look, you got notes.
Oh, there you go. Roger Clemens, 11.57 was the ERA, but not nearly as good as Chin-Ming Wang with a 19 ERA.
Is that who pitched last night?
Yeah.
Wang.
He was. They took him out after the second inning.
How come he's so fucking bad?
He won 19 games this year, but then something happened.
He had a good year.
And he blew.
Wang? Wang is
Baseball's a long season, man. But once again, A-Rod hit a homer last night, but God, he's
Forget about A-Rod. What about your beloved Derek Jeter? 3 for 17.
Yeah,
I was surprised Jeter you didn't hear from this.
The Yankees pitching blew the whole.
No, the batting blew.
Well, I mean,
Posada 2 for 15.
Clemens fucked up. Messina fucked up.
But none of these guys hit.
They got into a hole every game.
None of the guys ever hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, Garrett, what do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. Your masculine Yankees versus the gay Mets.
They hit a lot last night, just not enough.
What's going to be, Joe Torre fired first? Answer the Midget's question.
I say Joe Torre. I hate to say it because I really do think he's a good manager. I'd say he's probably fired by the end of the day. Do you agree, Artie?
No, not today.
Why?
Today. No, I don't think they're not. Steinberg's not going to fire him today.
When is he going to fire him then?
Tomorrow.
I mean, it might be like you might hear about it during, in like December they signed the deal with. I think he's going to. I think it's poised for Willie Randolph to come over to the major leagues now.
He's got a contract already with a real.
I don't mean to cut the baseball talk short, but I'm thinking this Eric, the poor bastard has been fantasizing about Diana DeGarmo.
What was the wedding? How important was the wedding?
Whose wedding was it?
It was my mom's sister's son.
My mom's?
So cousin.
A cousin.
A cousin.
Do you see? How often do you see your cousin that got married?
Last time I saw him was at his sister's wedding 6 years ago.
So a guy you hardly see. He is a cousin. a guy you hardly see, versus Diana DeGarmo.
Eric, did you say to your mom and dad at some point, look, this is Diana DeGarmo, the woman I'm hoping to marry or get into a relationship with. I've been calling her house multiple times.
See, if I was Eric's parents, I would take him to Diana DeGarmo on the chance he might get married. They get rid of him.
Well, they know he has no shot.
Did you ask for a pass on this?
No, because I knew there was no shot. You know, like, they were the ones that had the keys to the rental car, and it was a 6-hour drive between the two places. So,
do you see what the real torture in his life is? Besides being in the wheelchair, he's a man-child because he's a grown-up, but he's still a child to his parents. He has to ask permission to go out and ask permission to go every place.
And it's like, drive me here, drive me there.
I feel bad.
And like, I do, too. I feel bad for Eric, too, because, like any other guy would just hop in his car and say, fuck this, I'm going to go meet this chick. And I'm going to go drive there and, I'll make some excuse for not being at the wedding.
But he's so beaten down, like, even in his condition, you think he could call a friend and say, listen, get me out of this fucking wedding. I can meet Diana DeGarmo. Come and get me.
Right.
But he wouldn't even do that because he's so afraid of his parents.
Would cut him off.
Yeah.
Don't you know any other gay men or 14-year-old girls that would have went with you to see Diana DeGarmo?
No, fat ass.
Can you imagine?
And your cousin must hate you, this guy, right? I mean...
Yeah, this guy's going, oh, my God, we got to have Eric at the
I
wedding.
got to talk to Eric. You know, he's rolling his eyes.
Does he have to be in the pictures?
Yeah.
No, he was thankful that I was there.
Oh, they had to say that.
Can you imagine what a Diana DeGarmo charity event is? Like, what is that? What is the charity?
The email I sent to Will, and there was an advertisement on her MySpace page that talks about the event.
So it would probably have been Eric and Diana DeGarmo at this event.
Yeah, I mean, no one else would have been there. Eric, you're telling me Diana DeGarmo's mom called and invited you?
She emailed Susan, the woman I know that knows.
And she said, please invite Eric. She said, please invite Eric to the Diana DeGarmo charity event.
Yeah, it was like something to do with chefs or something like that.
What do you think's going on here, Gary?
It sounds like invitations went out, might have gone out to a person Eric knew, but I don't know. It sounds a little shaky. But, Eric's missing the whole point. You are a charity. You should have your own charity event and get Diana to host it.
Hey, hold on. Mrs. DeGarmo is on the phone, believe it or not. Yes, Mrs. DeGarmo.
Hi, how are you? This is Mrs. DeGarmo.
Thank you for calling in. What can I do for you?
Yes, I'm going to send Eric the invitation for the charity event. He's a lying little fucking midget.
You're saying he's a lying midget because why? You didn't send him an invite?
No, not at all.
Wow. Mrs. DeGarmo says she did not send you an invite, Eric.
He's harassing my daughter. He's harassing my daughter, and next time he's going to do it, I'm going to press charges on this midget.
High pitch.
Who's high pitch?
Is this high pitch?
This is Mrs. DeGarmo. This is not high pitch.
Who's high pitch?
This is Mrs. DeGarmo.
You're not high pitch, right?
No, this is not high pitch. This is.
It really isn't, Eric. It's Mrs. DeGarmo.
No, it's not Brenda's voice. I know that for sure.
Instead of calling my daughter, keep your little midget fingers up your ass.
All right, thank you, Mrs. DeGarmo. She's clearly upset.
Howard.
Yes, thank you. Lovely woman. Bye-bye.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Eric forwarded the invite to Will, and I'm looking at it, and from what I can see, there's nothing in here
that says Eric.
It's very generic.
Right.
If you look at it, we've teamed up with one of Atlanta's biggest celebrities for a great cause.
There's no personal
We'd
note.
like for everyone to come by and say hello to Diana. For an added treat, she'll even be signing autographs. To get an autograph, simply click here. But there's nothing that says...
Gary, shut up for a minute. I said that's the part that's off of her MySpace page.
Oh.
The text message, I copied the text message from my phone, word per word, and it's under that.
Look at the bottom.
It just says, Brenda emailed me, said you are invited to Diana Benefit on 9/27, some chef show. Hope you're having a good time. But I don't
know, Eric.
It sounds thin.
It's a thin premise there that you were really invited.
It seems like anybody could come.
Yeah. No offense. I don't mean to rain on your parade, but it doesn't look good. I think maybe you were smart to go to your cousin's wedding. It might have been embarrassing.
Imagine if he shows up and there's a picture of him and the police are like, no, we told not to let you in.
All right, Eric, but congratulations. You got close, and I'm sorry you couldn't be there.
Right.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time the Yankees have a out at the World Series.
Yes, Mr. Freeze, you're on with Eric.
Eric.
Yes?
I love you. I love you, man. I'm not even embarrassed to say it. I love you. I want the world to know. Eric.
Are you gay?
Eric, I love you.
Eric, what do you say to this?
No, thank you.
All right, Eric, we'll speak to you soon.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye. Well, you see, poor Eric. He couldn't go to the Diana DeGarmo charity event.
That close to his idol.
Yeah.
And yet he couldn't make it.
Eric the Midget's on the phone. Hey, Eric, what's happening?
Not much. Just getting tired of how you're trying to push Larry Pierce's career, trying to make him a star out of a piece of crap like that.
I like that guy. And you never met Larry Pierce, and you don't even know him.
Yeah, why do you call him a piece of crap?
He's so good.
No, he's not.
He's an original.
I was in Nashville and a couple other spots where country music started this past month, where real country artists come from.
Yeah, like who?
Well,
who's good in country besides Larry Pierce?
Big and Rich, Rascal Flatts, Carrie Underwood, Emerson Drive.
It's a different kind of music. These are like goofy songs.
He's the king of goofy songs.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know the difference?
Okay, goofy songs.
And Larry Pierce is way better than Rascal Flatts.
Absolutely.
I'll give you a person that's better at goofy songs as a country star.
Who?
Cletus T. Judd.
What does he sing?
He does he's kind of like the Weird Al Yankovic of country music.
Oh, wow.
He keeps regular stars, real songs.
I like when Eric gets worked up about shit. It's like music to my ears. Eric's all angry that Larry Pierce replayed his songs and said they were funny. And it's like, really, how bad does this make your day when you hear me play Larry Pierce?
I don't like it at all.
No.
Is he back to calling us regularly? Didn't he tell us a few times ago that was his last call? Yeah,
you did say. It seems you're regularly back.
I'm not regular.
You kind of are. You even called yesterday. I couldn't even get to you.
Yeah, I called yesterday and I was falling asleep.
You got to admit I was right for once. You've got to admit it. I told you you'd be back calling. When you said you were never calling the show again, and now you call all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah, but you can't stay away. Let's put it that way.
You're addicted.
Yes, I can.
You didn't do it successfully.
I kind of did till Langford stuck his nose where it shouldn't have been.
There shouldn't be any until.
Eric, why don't you just admit you love calling in and you love the attention?
I don't.
Then why do you do it?
I wouldn't have had to if that didn't happen last month.
Yeah, but that was last month.
Yeah, I mean...
What are you doing back on today?
Yeah, why are you calling back today?
My plan was to stay away from the show, but Langford was the idiot that had to do what he did.
Yeah, but that's been settled, and now you're back on the show.
Not on a regular basis.
No.
Pretty much.
I'm going to say this week you called in a couple of times already.
Well, I mean, yesterday would have been my last call of the week. If you had gotten to me, I wouldn't have called in today.
Then why do you have to call them?
I mean, hardly making a statement about Larry Pierce is that important.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Eric. I mean, we're here because we like the attention. We admit it. Oh, you know what, Eric? We're here because we like the attention. We admit it. That's why we're doing this. So you want attention, too.
Fat boy, shut up.
Well, I know.
Hey, Eric, that's not nice to say. It's Artie's birthday today.
That's right.
Oh, it's your actual birthday.
I actually have a birthday gift coming up here for Artie today.
Wow.
Oh, is it abroad?
Subutex?
No.
I have enough Subutex.
Wait till you see what I got you.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, no.
While you're on the subject of gifts, What part of secret don't you guys get?
Oh, yeah. So Eric called the voice. This is how bad Eric's addicted to this show. He called up 4 times last night with voicemail.
Uh-huh.
Like, can't stay away from the voicemail. And he's upset that, how can we call it Secret Santa? That's not a secret. And I'm like, it's like, no, we just don't know what to call it, so we're calling it Secret Santa.
It's a goofy name.
Unsecret.
Okay, Unsecret Santa.
That would have sounded better. It's not a secret.
But he's obsessed, and he doesn't know it. I mean, he was calling up the show. You guys don't understand Secret Santa.
Eric, you love this show.
Just admit it. You're a fan.
No, I don't. No.
All right. Then I don't understand why you're on the phone.
Hey, fat ass, what's your book going to be called? I'm a Loser, Why Don't You Kill Me? The same title as that 90s song.
That's directed to you, Artie.
Oh. Howard, could you play Larry Pierce for him?
What are you eating now?
This is for you, douchebag.
Yeah, right. Whatever, John.
Well, I was making love the other day, and I put my hand between her lovely legs. She was giving me a hickey when I felt something sticky, and I didn't know exactly what to say. Then slowly I removed her underwear. Then she reached down and scratched her pubic hair.
It's a whole album of this.
Well, I knew I wasn't dreaming when I saw that yellow semen, and the smell of catfish really filled the air. I want to show her my affection, but she's got a yeast infection, and her underwear is sticking to the wall.
It's funny. It's like a whole album of it.
Yeah. Sorry it's not Rascal Flatts, you little homo.
Maybe you can't relate to it because you haven't gotten laid yet. You know, seriously.
No, that's not why I can't relate to it.
Rascal Flatts is big amongst 32-year-old virgin douchebags.
Yeah, whatever, John Belushi wannabe.
I got Belushi by 7 years, man.
Well, I guess this conversation's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not a very good conversation.
No. Could stay on all day with him. I know some people write us, why do you take Eric's phone? I don't know. I could just listen to this all day. Even its long, awkward silences. I love it.
And think they must dominate Eric's day, long, awkward silences.
Why do I love Eric so much? Why am I so fascinated with Eric?
Well, I think a lot of people are. I mean, he's a tiny freak, but he's a douchebag. Most tiny freaks are nice to people.
Right.
You're not a tiny anything, are you?
I'm a tiny aggravated at you this morning.
Andy, you're on with Eric the Midget.
Hey now, what's happening, brother?
Hey.
Eric, I knew you'd be back. You tiny little freak. Hey, Howard, you know what you got to play? You got to play the high pitch, Eric. Who's high pitch? I know it's you, Eric. That shit's the best, man, when he calls up.
That is a good one.
Hey, Eric, why don't you just embrace it? Come fucking climb there, fly the balloons, you little freak. Come on. I love when a guy calls in too, Howard. He's amazing.
He's an amazing guy.
Oh, I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough. I love it.
I love that Eric's back.
I do, too. It's great, but I knew he would be.
I love being right. He almost proved me wrong, but I was right.
He held out a lot longer than I thought, but he finally crumbled, and he crumbled in a big way.
Yeah. He caved right in.
It was like an alcoholic taking that first drink.
It's true, Eric.
Not.
Not.
Well, I guess unless you got something else to say, I'm going to hang up.
Hey, Robin, I know you probably like October, you cackling witch.
No, he's working the room now.
He's going around the whole room.
I'm going around the horn.
What are you doing this weekend? You got any plans?
Not exactly. Just trying to do some more writing.
Right? Oh, what are you writing?
Hopefully finish up the book I'm writing, and then also start on the script that I'm going to write. They already have...
A script of what? What's your book and script? What are they?
Well, the book is a kid's book.
Can I be honest with you, Eric? I've read a lot of your stuff because you send us these long, drawn-out emails.
See these manuscripts.
I guarantee you, and this is no offense, I don't see any talent there in the writing area from you. I mean, you're verbose. You go on and on and on. There's no ability to self-edit.
Well, that's why I'm having somebody help me with the editing.
Yeah, I mean, because you just go on and on. You think everything you say is important. Read us the first page.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you want to have a reading?
I would sponsor a reading here. I would be the first one there for a reading. I would sit there all fucking night and listen to that shit. Especially if he dresses up as a Keebler elf.
It was
Come on,
the best,
boys and girls.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I could even. Life. I'll even gather children for a focus group if you want.
You'd scare them.
Maybe next week or the week after.
I guarantee you those kids will be throwing shit at you in a minute. Be bored out of their skull. Read me the first page of your book.
I don't have it handy.
I'll wait. What do you have to do, get to the computer?
Yeah.
No, read me some of your children's book.
Well, next week on Monday or something.
Well, read it now.
He's already planning his next call.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, I came into another pillow.
I changed the beginning a little bit, and that's why I want to wait until the change gets edited.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 1, stalking Catherine McPhee is hard work.
All right, well, we look forward to that next week. Where Eric will be doing a reading of his book, his new children's book.
Yeah, I bet if my book gets published, it would outsell Artie's.
Well, let's hope.
You want me to make some phone calls? I can get you published.
What day should we schedule it for? Monday?
It's one day next week, Monday or whatever.
I can barely stay awake through an Eric call. How are kids supposed to listen to him for an hour? Can you imagine? We got to sponsor a whole reading.
Yeah.
But everyone will show up.
But it would be great if a kid just starts beating him up.
Oh.
Instead of Dr. Seuss, it would be Tiny Seuss. Yeah, you need a nom de plume, as Cindy Margolis would say. I think nom de plumes are the best. All right, we look forward to it, Eric. I can't wait to hear. What is the name of the book?
The Midget in the Hat.
What is the name of the book, really?
Well, the title it's got now is, I kind of thinking of changing the title, so I'm not real sure.
So what is the title?
Well, what is it now? What's the working title?
Dougie the Puggie Holiday Adventure.
Dougie the Puggie Holiday Adventure.
Dougie the Puggie?
Yeah.
Is he a pug?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is his name Doug?
Dougie the Puggie Holiday Adventure. All right, it's catchy.
After that title, I got a good nom de plume for him. Eric the Fag.
No.
And what's the story on the dog? Like, what's his deal? Is he like... Do all the other dogs make fun of him?
No. Him and the other two dogs that the owner has go on a little adventure to help the owner, meet the love of his life.
Oh.
Man, you can really sell it, too. You're going to do the talk show circuit to sell it? Yeah, you're gonna do like Letterman and Conan. Yeah, you're gonna go up and really...
You're gonna get on the Oprah Book Club.
Well, it's Dougie the Puggie.
So something tells me, Eric, and I'm not a psychiatrist, but the story sounds like you and Diana DeGarmo. How you're chasing her all over the country. You're in love with her, and you can't get anywhere with her. Would you say that's fair?
I don't know. You have to, I guess, be the judge of that.
Well, you say this dog is in love, and he's traveling the country, and the other dog is ignoring him.
No. It's the owner.
The
owner. Oh.
The dog is trying to help the owner get the love of the dog.
So, in other words, this is your imaginary tale. If you had a dog that would help you get Diana DeGarmo.
We're the dog, in a way.
Well,
we're trying to help.
Well, Eric's the master.
Right. And the three of us are the three dogs.
Right, and we're trying to help him get...
Were you inspired by Diana DeGarmo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does sound familiar.
Dougie, slip some LSD into her Kool-Aid.
Is the girl the guy's in love with on American Idol?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Oh. You've read this book, Howard.
I can't wait for the reading.
Does Chapter 5 have to do with a restraining order?
Eric, why have Dougie the Puggie? I mean, Dougie the Puggie. Why not just write your story about how you're in love with Diana DeGarmo and make it an adult book?
Because that would be too creepy?
These poor kids are like involved in his creepy nightmare.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to expose children to a dark, evil little troll like you. Make it for adults.
Yeah, what are we thinking of? We're having these kids come and be read to by Eric.
Eric, seriously, if you write this book, I'll set up some sort of like place where kids can hear the story.
A great name for a book about you, Eric, unfortunately was already taken by Stephen King. It.
This is kind of a sad story.
Does it have a happy ending?
Yeah, what happens at the end? That's what I want to know. Does the owner of Puggie, Dougie the Puggie, does he get Diana or the girl from American Idol?
Yes.
Yes.
So do they get married at the end?
Not exactly.
Well, it's actually kind of implied at the beginning.
Implied at the beginning.
So it's the book is science fiction?
Yes.
Is the owner of Dougie the Puggie a little person?
Yeah. One of the dogs is a golden retriever, which, could be the owner's service dog. They use those as service dogs.
Yes.
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
I'm sure the kids are going to just jump all over this.
I think this is going to be made into a movie.
I think I'd rather read When Roast Beef Could Fly or something.
Well, Eric, I admire your spirit.
Of course, with you, it would be a book about food.
Now, how far...
Roast beef is a metaphor.
How far are you along in the book, Eric?
Actually, only about 4 pages.
Oh.
So you write little books, too?
Well, okay. Next week we'll have a reading. You just read the first page.
I mean, just get to writing. You've got the whole weekend.
Yeah.
You know the story. Let's get it down on paper.
I'm pretty sure I could write this story.
Where are you further along?
Is there a scene where is there a part in the book where you call this girl the girl that he's in love with, does he call her mom over and over again?
No, he does not.
No.
The dog takes care of all that.
Right. Do you wish in a way you had Dougie the Puggie who could make your dream come true of getting Diana DeGarmo? Is this your secret wish?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Is there an evil radio host in the book?
No.
No. I would be honored. All right, Eric, we'll hear from you next week.
The book actually is, so far, pretty celebrity-filled.
Oh, is it? Why is it celebrity-filled?
Well...
People love to read about celebrities.
It's a charity event, and the charity event will be, a music event. So there's all these different music stars that I named in the book, and also reality TV people that will be hosting the event.
Well, it sounds fascinating.
Hey, Howard, this makes sense. I just read in page 6, Diana DeGarmo was writing a book. It's called Go Away, Little Monster.
Well, Eric, I wish you luck with this book. I do.
And take your little dog with you.
And I'm very excited to have a reading and hear what you have to say, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, Artie, how many brain cells have you but killed with coke and heroin.
Hey,
not enough to get fired,
Eric, good thing you stayed on the line. Carrie Underwood's on the phone?
Oh.
Carrie?
Yes, Howard, how are you?
Good. How are you? And welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to hear from you guys.
Okay. Eric is on the phone. He is a big fan of yours and probably would like to say hello.
Oh, hi, Eric. How are you?
Hello.
This is Carrie Underwood. How you doing? So I heard about your book idea.
You like the book?
No, I hate the book idea. I don't think it's going to work out for him.
Wow.
High pitch, have you been threatened with any arrests lately?
This is not high pitch. This is Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, that's why you tripped and almost said Catherine McPhee.
This is Carrie Underwood. This is not high pitch.
Who's high pitch?
This is Carrie Underwood. This is not high pitch.
Eric, I know that high pitch has tried to fool you in the past, but this really is Carrie Underwood because her agent called and set this up.
But Howard, you didn't hear him. You didn't hear high pitch trip and almost say that he was Catherine McPhee.
No, I heard Carrie Underwood.
I never said that.
I didn't even hear her say that.
I caught that. I did hear that.
No, I really didn't.
This is Carrie Underwood.
I didn't hear that. Did you, Robin?
No, but, I mean, you got Carrie Underwood on the phone. Why are you
arguing
giving her a hard time? Talk to her.
You can ask her whatever you want. It's fair game. Go ahead, Eric.
High pitch is working. He's got a job.
Yeah. High pitch doesn't have time for nonsense anymore.
That's right. I don't know who high pitch is.
You don't even know who that is.
No, this is Carrie Underwood.
So high pitch, you haven't had any big guys come in pretending to be the police to arrest you after prank calls?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who's high pitch? This is Carrie Underwood.
Well, I could see this as a waste of time, Eric.
Yeah, you're wasting this opportunity.
Thank you, Miss Underwood.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Carrie Underwood is great at improv.
Yep. All right, Eric, we'll hear from you next week. Thank you.
All right.
Bye for now.